So what is going to be involved in hand building porcelain dinnerware? We are literally going to build by hand. We're not going to use my pottery wheels.
We're mostly going to work with slabs. But as always, pinching is going to be important. So if you've never pinched any clay before, this is a good time for you to practice your pinching skills. And then of course we're also going to do some coil building. Right here next to me is a little coil built vase that I've created. And even though porcelain is very, very limited in the possibilities of coil building, it's not impossible to do that. It can become a style completely by itself. Alt shapes are not necessarily bad in any collection, but it is a little bit more difficult to make them fit together, to make a dinner set that is pleasing, peacefully looking and comfortable on the eye. Two fingers, like you would do in the English tradition. This is a little bit more leaning towards the American tradition, and that's the reason why this thicker and broader handle is working well in this specific case. This one is the same thing. It's easy for me to hold this, it's easy to handle it. The thickness of this handle suits the thickness of this piece right there, because that's another thing that we need to take in consideration. And talking about chipping, this is a good example of what I was talking about. Have you ever before put a mug in the microwave, and when it comes out of the microwave it is so hot you cannot touch it? Have you ever tried to heat up some cereal in a bowl and you find that the cereal in the bowl is still cold while the bowl that you put it in already started heating up? It is important that a droplet, when you pour liquid out of a container, that a droplet get cut off right there at the end of this. What it is basically, if I would fold this one together to where it comes out like this, then I've created myself a V cup. If I put a little bottom underneath it, then I literally have what we have here. So now we can bring this piece up, and you'll note that I still have my little template attached to it. And just as iron would be able to leach out of a glaze body, cobalt can leach out of it. Manganese can leach out of it. Barium definitely will leach out of it, and lead will leach out of it. So you need to be very careful, firstly, what kind of ingredients you put into your glaze, and secondly, how strong your glaze is. If it's a strong glass layer that will not allow any leakage out of the clay, then that is perfectly okay.